It was a quiet night in 1999. High above the Earth, astronauts slept, trusting the computers that kept them alive. 250 miles below, a small Florida town lay still. In a messy bedroom, a 15-year-old named Jonathan James stared into the glow of his screens. He had found a digital door left unlocked. With a few keystrokes, he began downloading software worth $1.7 million. It was the code behind the International Space Station's life support systems. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone. He was curious. In Houston, alarms flashed. Critical systems showed errors. To be safe, NASA shut operations down. For 3 weeks, they audited every line to ensure the station was secure. The downtime alone cost over $41,000. The most powerful space agency on Earth, disrupted by a kid in his pajamas. It proved that threats don't always come from foreign spies, but from ordinary homes on ordinary streets. One person with a computer and an internet connection can slip past billion-dollar defenses. Jonathan's fascination started at 6, watching his father write code that made machines obey. By 12, he'd installed Linux, bypassed parental controls, and devoured college-level texts. In hacker circles, respect is earned with skill, not money or threats. And C0 Memorade wanted the hardest targets. In 1999, he slipped into a Defense Threat Reduction Agency network, part of the Pentagon. Not by smashing doors, but by finding an unlocked window, weak passwords, and unpatched software. He installed a backdoor and moved like a ghost through the network. Thousands of emails, credentials for multiple systems, sensitive information at his fingertips, but his endgame was NASA. He downloaded code tied to the station's environmental controls, free education from the best engineers on Earth. While engineers scrambled, Jonathan was downstairs at dinner. Alarms led investigators to digital breadcrumbs and a suburban street in Pinecrest, Florida. January 26, 2000. Dawn. Unmarked cars lined the block. His mother woke him. He walked to the door half asleep and met a federal task force. They seized his computers, media, even sci-fi manuals. Jonathan confessed immediately. He explained what he did, how he did it, and how to fix it. Prosecutors vowed to get tough on juvenile cyber offenders. At 16, he received house arrest and probation, banned from recreational computer use. A probation violation sent him to a juvenile facility for 6 months. He emerged changed, quieter, isolated, avoiding the world that once defined him. By 2008, at 24, he was living quietly, staying away from hacking. Then came the largest identity theft case in American history, and a new investigation looking for a JJ. Agents found chats mentioning JJ and searched for a match. Jonathan's name surfaced instantly. History, skills, motive by assumption. They raided his home again. They found no stolen data, no illicit software, no ties to the ring. Only a legally owned handgun and signs of deep depression. The case was massive, the pressure intense. Prosecutors needed results. Jonathan feared he was being framed and that the truth wouldn't matter. He wrote letters saying he was innocent, saying he had lost control over his life. Feeling trapped, he made a final tragic decision. Jonathan James died at 24. Later, the conspirators were convicted. The ring's leader received a long sentence. Evidence indicated JJ likely referred to someone else, not Jonathan. The boy who exposed critical flaws could have helped defend the systems he once breached. His story warns what happens when fear meets talent and convenience outruns truth. We need fairness, nuance, and second chances, or we risk losing the very minds who can keep us safe. The Jonathan James file is closed. For the next dossier, hit subscribe.